This week we talk all things ceramic as our new luxurious tile samples land at Convivia HQ. The Colonel brings an interesting gift into the office. We discuss the Mayfair design approach to one of our developments in Maidstone. Our in-house studio takes shape. And the Colonel goes back to his early years. Okay, so first up, we take you to a design meeting where Ash has brought some new tile samples for Roy to take a look at and compare to those usually found on similar projects.
Original stuff that was sent for us to have a look at.
Yeah.
And it's a load of old rubbish, right?
Yeah.
And you can see it.
Yeah, it's basically it's like a paper print on top of ceramic, and then even their porcelain. This was their porcelain, so this is the equivalent to this. Forget that. Look, again, that's ceramic, right? You can see it's forget ceramic. So this is the equivalent of porcelain.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah.
Again, look, compared to that. See?
Yeah. So we rejected those.
And you see it's actually thinner as well. It's actually about 1.5 mil thinner as well. So if you were to use this now with a different tile, you're going to have different. You're going to have to pack the wall, so you won't get a flash wall. That's you know.
It's a way better brand as well.
Way better. They delivered to me at home, so I got them to send me the samples because I said for Martin, I said I need him to sign them off, and I said
You'll know by now that we do things slightly differently, and so the quality and finish are beyond luxurious, with these being used in our affordable developments.
No, don't do it like that. No.
Is the camera on there?
Maybe.
You can't do anything anymore. Life stopped being spontaneous.
You should give it to Thomas
So
instead.
here is my...
Yes, thank you, Richard. As it's the first day back in the office, it's a great opportunity to just crack on, and in Roy's words, just do it. So our architects are in the office today to discuss the facade of Mayfair House, one of our developments in Maidstone.
All across here. And I'll sort of show a little bit later, what it is, what those views are.
Now, making this former office building attractive and following our Mayfair design approach is a non-negotiable for us at Convivia.
Which is quite a nice one, in that, that's where you sort of, again, see this big, massive building, and if you want to split it somewhere, then that's quite a nice sort of place to do it. All that's going to be tucked away. But there's that one, this one, the one along here. There's views that you're always going to catch glimpses of the building. So, then you kind of think, all right, so it's not necessarily a case of trying to change the entire building. It's trying to make sure that you're focusing on those bits that are always going to be highly visible.
Oh, that's the
You would never walk there, but that's
head-on view.
That's the head-on view,
Right.
which is actually quite interesting because it means that section of building is front on. It's completely front on. And that's the building in its full glory. But what is interesting, I think, by looking at this, is that actually, this, even though they haven't done a huge amount, it starts to just feel a little bit better, doesn't it?
Soft.
It's
If you
exactly.
imagine we're going to have the same colour windows as this as well,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
actually makes a big difference.
I think, but then this is the section that I was saying perhaps you leave that quite simple, but I think you do focus on this one here.
It's a big old,
It's a big old chunk, isn't it? Yeah.
Mass. I mean, they haven't done anything with it, but once you've got
Do a
this
big mural of Roy
good.
in your Christmas outfit. I think it solved it.
So it looks like a window.
Well, these are windows.
Oh,
And you can't see it from there.
And what are you thinking? A treatment that is a signature Convivia style that will go through buildings, or are you looking at them uniquely in a certain environment?
It's a bit timing against us then. What are the options to dress that building if we didn't want to go down and sort of pre-app planning? Looks like we're going to have to get
None at all. Pretty much none. Yeah.
apart from paint.
And time is very much
we
against
might get
us,
away with
but
it.
hey, we'll always do the right thing and not the easiest.
What about lighting?
Yeah. Lighting can be done to a point.
I'm not exactly sure what Richard calls this, but It's impressive nonetheless.
What's it called?
This is my downward dog.
We can see your back.
This is
For additional bragging rights, Ash shows Martin the tiles he selected with the shared overall consensus that these are of a superior finish to anything else out there.
That's the feature wall.
that's the floor.
That's the floor. And that's your wall.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that'd be smart.
Yeah, really nice. Floor, wall, yeah.
And then this wall and floor, yeah.
Can we have a quick look at the studio? We'll come back to those.
Yes, Richard, your wish is our command.
So that's what I mean, it's so easy because at the end it's just, you know, the black is felt, so you can just screw with black plasterboard screws straight through the felt, and then you can't see it, so there's no pin, you don't have to do no filling, nothing. And they come in 60 wide by 3 metre tall, or in 2.4, but I think we get 3 metre and we press it up. Yeah, let's see like that. Yeah, it just overlaps like that. It's really, really easy to fit.
There's a lot happening at Convivia right now, and to up the game even further, we're building an in-house studio downstairs for an exciting new project. The team have been given a week to go from concept to reality, and they've wasted no time in getting designers, contractors and materials ordered for the transformation to start.
We're going to have the color confirmed today. Also, that wall just below the line with $18 is going to be the same color as the staircase. And this wall as well.
Alright, okay. So we've got a new idea. So, I want to create a complete flat wall.
Alright,
So we're going to
move
do
that.
No. We're going to build it forward with a frame.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, that sticks out about, I don't know, 60 mil. Alex, it sticks out. It sticks out 60 mil, the 5 panel.
Right.
But the skirting comes out 40 mil. So you'd have to go over the skirting
You'd have
anyway.
to go over that,
So
yeah.
we've got to build a frame. So we might as well build the frame so it clears.
But can you get some little boxes in there? So you get some boxes of colour.
Oh, is that
It'd be quite
boxes on
cool,
there?
wouldn't it? Like niches.
Yeah, Alex, can you do that?
Just a few.
You just make a
different
couple cutouts in
sizes,
there.
just 2 or 3, and then we can get a splash of colour. Hey?
Well, Alex seems to have all of this in hand. Let's just hope we don't run out of tea, perhaps. Anyway, back to work.
So anyway.
I was just thinking.
Like the right way.
And finally, to end this episode on a somewhat somber note, Tom is leaving us after a year with Convivia. So it's down to the team to lay on his last supper. Thank you, Tom. You shall be missed.